Because I liked how you brought out there's homosexual sin and heterosexual sin. You know, it's sin.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't matter about sexuality because sin is sin.
Right.
And I liked how you talked last night when you were witnessing to those that were in the community and giving them a hope of coming out.
What I say to them when I'm talking, especially to my LGBT friends, is that I ask them to listen to a different narrative and be open minded because they are being lied to. And as I said to you guys last night, what is so important and what really worked for me is I had two Christian women in my life who actually took an interest in my life. I actually had become very good friends with them and I trusted them. And so even when they would talk to me about God's word, it was never in a put down kind of way or we're so much better than you. They'd be the first to tell you we are vile, wicked sinners as well. We all are not good and stuff. But I knew that these two women, with the way that they treated me, it wasn't always about talking about God's word or beating the dead horse
Yeah.
about homosexuality, but they gained my trust. And even with that, there was never any manipulation. They would just every once in a while and say, George, you know what God's word says, and we're praying for you. And I never got offended by it. I knew they loved
Yeah.
me.
Mm-hmm.
It still took some time for me to digest it. And here's why it's because, as I said to you guys before, when someone is struggling with porn, drugs, alcohol, shopping, food addictions, at the end of the day, you still get to go home and be with the person that you love if you are heterosexual. At least you get to crawl in bed with someone who holds you or someone that you can hold, someone who's there to partner with you in life. But when you are struggling with the same sex attraction and you are being told that to do this is an abomination, but yet at the same time, I wasn't wanting to be rebellious against God. I certainly didn't want his wrath, but I wanted to love and be loved. And that's why when my father would have this conversation with me, it just felt like he was taking a knife and just sticking it in my back and
Mm-hmm.
just digging it in because I felt he wasn't looking at this from my perspective. I was hurting. What I didn't realize was that years later, and I wished he had gotten this through his head and said it this way when he did say it, but this is where the light bulb came on for me.